We're facing the most extreme circumstances I think the airline has as an entire history, given the amount of capacity that's been added into the Australian market, the high fuel prices at record levels.
How much responsibility lies with management? Have there been bad decisions and mistakes?
I think management takes responsibility for losses and takes responsibility when there are profits. I'm not saying that we've done everything perfectly. No management team in the world can say it's done everything perfectly.
Let's get to some specifics if we can. Jobs in Victoria, how many will go?
Well, we've done a lot of the restructuring in Victoria over the last year. We've closed down the Tullamarine heavy maintenance facility, as you know, last year. The Avalon facility goes at the end of March. We are working through with the unions and with the employees a consultation process to determine exactly, to communicate exactly where it's going to take place, and that process continues.
So do you have a target in Victoria?
We have an identification, but we have to work through with each employee group as part of the consultation process.
So what's the overall number you've identified?
It's not disproportional compared to the rest of the country, and most of the.
So what is it?
When we have to communicate with our employees first, and we're going to go through that process.
Right, well, can you give us a ballpark? Is it more than 1,000?
Can I say, Neil, that we have been a big and continue to be a big employer in Victoria. I created Jetstar in Victoria 10 years ago. That employs thousands of people, and we're also growing jobs in Victoria still in certain parts of our business.
You're not telling me what you will do. Will you give us a rough idea of the number of jobs to go in Victoria? Because there are people out there waiting to know.
And they are, Neil. And the appropriate thing is not to do it on your radio program.
Okay. Right,
the appropriate thing is to do it with the employees directly.
Is the Melbourne terminal still on the market?
Yeah, it is, but it has to be sold anyway, Neil. These terminals, to be absolutely clear, are under a 30-year lease that expires at the end of this decade, and we have to sell Melbourne back, we have to sell Sydney back, and yesterday we announced we had sold Brisbane back.
Are the unions part of the problem or not?
No, I've made it very clear that our employees have made amazing changes and have made amazing contribution to Qantas. This is about the environment that we're operating in. It's about the fuel price. It's about the capacity. It's about the unlevel playing field that we're facing with domestically. It's about all of those issues. That's why we have a problem. And this is not because of the people in Qantas. The people in Qantas are absolutely fantastic.